Let me show you how we got this 12 million times multiplier. This uses 2 to 4 times dynamic leverage. Now, let's look at its curve. It's fine to use a spreadsheet for backtesting and plotting the curve too. It's all so easy if you do it with a program. Yep, this is the curve for our 12 million times multiplier. We'll check its profit parameters in the program later, which will make it even clearer. This one is without leverage. Without leverage, the result is a bit lower. That's the 12 million times one. And this one is just over 7,000 times. But lower profit has its advantages too. Let me show you. And for this table, the formula is quite simple. Take a look. We use 1 as our starting principal. Day's profit, 0.019 equals 1.9%. Then you add the principal plus principal times this formula. Principal plus principal times next day's profit, compounding. Compounding it without leverage, in the end, you get over 7,000 times. 6,700x. With leverage, using 2 to 4 times dynamic leverage, you get 12,700,000 plus. Next, I'll do a program analysis. Let's copy it to a format our program can read. We'll do a profit analysis in the spreadsheet. It's like moving this base data over. For example, no leverage now. Put the no leverage data in, then put it into this field. Paste the values, since there are formulas in there. Then run the program again. Here's the profit analysis program. Let's run it. Okay, now it's done. This is with leverage, not saved. If you save it, it'll switch to no leverage. Let's save it. Okay, run it again. No leverage gives a result of more than 6,000 times, pretty much the same as our manual calculation earlier. The Sharpe ratio is really low, since we're using 1 as the unit, basically. All funds in as 1 unit, so Sharpe ratio accurate. The parameter I care most about is the maximum drawdown. What's max drawdown? Loss when entering position. You might encounter a drawdown. You get what I mean. For example, with Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin. If you bought in at the absolute peak, then it might go through a drawdown. So if Bitcoin has a 4-year cycle, you might have to wait 4 years. Yeah, and the drop can be huge. Bitcoin can fall as much as 80%. Got it. This is called the maximum drawdown, like from the peak down to here. That's the biggest drop in history. That's called historical maximum drawdown. This is actually really important because it can. We do quant trading. First confidence, second live trading. Your confidence comes from your backtesting. Live trading. If you just started with short live periods like this test, backtest only 59 days. If your first 59 live trading days keep dropping without recovery, you'll lose confidence. Drawdown period can't be too long. 100 days makes live trading pointless. 100 days. 3 months, then. We take 3 months to develop a model. 3 months later, your new model is out. Which means the old model is useless. Whether it works live or not, you might just scrap it. We're strict, but in stocks, annual holding cycles are common. Everyone does that. But our market is actually really good. There's basically no competition here. So the drawdown period can be very short, 59 days, and that's with leverage. Oh, no leverage here. It's 59 days without leverage. So basically, from the biggest swing, on the day with the highest profit, if you entered right at that point, you could face drawdowns. Drawdowns, until it recovers here. It gets back to even with before, and only then does this whole cycle. The period you earn nothing. Not a loss. Cycle from dip to recovery takes 59 days. This really hits confidence. Next, let's check out some scary stats for leverage trading. These are the raw data. This is with 2x leverage. The previous ones didn't use leverage. Let's switch to a profit analysis with 2x leverage. Yeah, this one has formulas too. Save it. Now this looks scary. Let's run the simulation again. The one we saw at the very start. The basics won't change, but what does change? It's this. The profit changes the profit. I mean, the index profit. 12 million times not 2 times leverage. It only doubles, not like that. Longest drawdown period is basically same. And this chart looks the same too. We applied a filter. This chart is still very stable. Oh, these are the noise waves. We used a filter in our next episode. I'll talk more about filters. You filter out the ones with the biggest drops and keep the one with the biggest gain. Dynamic take profit and stop loss. And this is the profit curve. A profit curve with 12 million times growth, it's insane. Way too big, honestly kind of unrealistic. But that's what we got, just that big. Unrealistic but real. Look, later stages match the profit curve more closely. Crazy gains exponential growth. We've backtested it so far, and I've used a simulated account before. Simulated and live trading, but now I've started live trading. Follow me for live trades. I'll place orders, you copy. We used demo account before. The only difference is no slippages. Simulation trading has none. Why switch to live trading after simulation success? Live trading has slippage. See real profit. Real profit may be lower, but 10,000x growth is achievable. Let's aim for that conservatively. Let me show you an overview of what I did. None of this was written by me. I don't know how to code. My programming skills are basically zero. But luckily, there's something now that lets you skip coding. It's called DeepSeek. I used to use ChatGPT, but with ChatGPT, honestly, programming-wise, we're still behind DeepSeek. DeepSeek is better. Maybe I haven't used DeepSeek for analysis. It can code directly, and once done, all your data. From Binance or other exchanges. Here, this. It's called API. Don't know coding? Just ask DeepSeek. I use these for all my programs. Doing it alone needs a team, but this only needs a few people. 2 or 3 can handle it. Developing models now. If you really understand it, you can do it alone. Alright, what should I talk about next? Next, I'm going to explain its basic logic. You need to start with a set of logic. With my TDS, there's a short and a long position. That's the basic logic. Understand this logic, I'll reveal one factor. No basic logic, know what to do. The basic logic is the most important, so the factors are key. Let me show you without filters and without our factors. The profit is negative. Minus 22, negative 22 times. For short positions, it's plus 22 times. This is without any filter. And which coins should you buy each day? It's all written above. Then we optimize, stacking various factors. 22x better, 12 million times. Without leverage, 6,700x plus. That's how high it can go. Okay, I'll explain how to optimize this in a bit. First, listen to this 22x profit source. 22x is huge in traditional industries, 1,039 days. Alright, let me walk you through it in real life. I'll show you the basic logic on my whiteboard. Get clear on this logic first, so you can figure out how to build your own quant program. Of course, if you want to use mine, just follow me and copy my trades. Alright, let me break it down for you now. I'll cover the core part first, and later I'll make a few episodes on how to code it. Of course, it's all hands-on. Anaconda download, installation, coding setup. It's all simple thanks to this. Now with this big model, programmers might not be needed anymore. Seriously, this thing is even better than top programmers. Alright, let's get started. Now I'll explain how the whiteboard works. Thanks,